Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Last time we launched a tourist, Kerbin, up into space. She has been there and back and is one of the only people outside of Bob Kerbin to ever have returned from space, which is pretty impressive. This time, I think I said that I was going to launch a probe this time, so we're probably going to launch a probe. We don't have enough science to do pretty much anything because we're terrible. It's pathetic. So, we're gonna have to just launch a probe and hope for the best. First off, let's see if there's any missions surrounding this. Perform visual surveys of Kerbin, launch rockets, blah 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 blah. We are currently doing the Thumper and the Stability Enhancer, that's right. We're working on a Stability Enhancer mission. So we're going to have to work that into our system. So, we're going to build a vessel. The question is, what kind of vessel shall we build? That is not right. Get that out of here. Be gone, command pod! That's what I want. We're going to build a probe. The probe shall be a probe sent into space, and it shall orbit around, I don't know, Kerbin in general. That is huge. That is disgustingly large. How large is the structural fuselage? Also stupidly large. We're just gonna have to do a modular girder like we did last time. Of course, I also remember how last time went. It went terribly, which was unfortunate. But it's going to be fine. We're going to make this work. I swear. Okay. We need... Oh, Lord. What are we even going to do? Can we fit this on there? How does that look for a probe? That looks nice. A heat-resistant bay ideal for protecting delicate instruments or stowing small service components such as RC tanks and batteries. Huh. Well, that looks nice. I like that as a probe. I'd like it a lot. Do I like it a lot more? I don't. We're gonna go with the girders. We're gonna stick with the girders. Don't worry about the girders. There we go. Girders are on. Ah, my lord. We need to put on a communicatatron thing. It shall be the dish that once the probe makes it to orbit, which I swear it's going to make it to orbit, it's not even going to be a question, it's going to get there, and that is what will allow it to relay important scientific information back to Kerbin. That is the scientific information. We have the thermometer and the goo, and that shall be done. So, we're also going to want a battery on there just to make sure that we have enough resources for a few missions. Unfortunately, we don't have any extendable solar panels, which is sad because I love extendable solar panels. They make the probe. The probe just isn't the same when it doesn't have the extendable solar panels, but it's okay. We're gonna have to work with it. And we will attach a stack decoupler there. So, now we're going to need to put some fuel tanks on there. We're gonna use pretty much the same setup we did for the time that we launched Bob Kerbin into space. Of course, a satellite is much lighter than Bob Kerbin, which means it'll be a lot easier to get it into orbit. Which is good, because we won't have to use as much fuel, which is always brilliant. I don't like using too much fuel. I hope you don't like using too much fuel, because using too much fuel is disgustingly wasteful. Buggers to you, all of you people who happen to use way too much fuel. Come on now. That doesn't mean we're going to send him up with any less fuel, by the way. We're just going to put the same amount of fuel, and when we get up there, we're going to, eject it all. You might say, oh, isn't that so much more wasteful than the other option where we're actually using the fuel? And I say to you, shut up, mate, be quiet. I think I accidentally just put a strut on there without actually connecting it to anything. Yeah, look at this right there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to connect this here. Just the standard strut things, that's it. Just to make sure this doesn't wobble around and cause terrible problems and eventually explode on our vessel. Which you'd say, oh, you're overreacting, but then again, it has happened before. Okay, we need the launch enhancers, there we go. And then we need some fins, and that's about it. Right now we have very simple rockets, it's unfortunate. I'd like to see more advanced rockets, but we need the research in order to do that, people. We can't do it without research. And this probe will be the key to our success. There we are. Look at that. This shall be The true probe launcher of Majesty. Enter. Majesty is very important to the entire thing. It has to be majestic. If it's not majestic, that would be disgusting. So let's check staging. We have the structural stability things and the thumpers. That's good. Decouple. Then we have the main thumper. Decouple. Liquid fuel engine. Decouple. And it's in space. Yay! Brilliant. Save. Let's launch it. Wow, it only took us, what, like 5 minutes to build a vessel? Is that like a record for us right now? 5 minutes and we're actually launching something? That's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. View it. It's brilliant. It's good. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, launch. Okay, probe. Good luck. We hope that you make it into space, because if you don't, that would be very sad. That would be very sad. I mean, I want a probe in space. Probes in space sounds amazing. Probes embedded in the ground of Kerbin does not sound amazing, on the other hand. We are working on maintaining some semblance of order in this situation. Not working out terribly well. We may be going completely out of control. By maybe going completely out of control, I mean we are definitely going completely out of control. Probe. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but this is not going well. Decouple. Fire! No, 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 no. Maintain control! Maintain control! No! Why? Oh, Lord! Oh, no. This is not going well. Come on, we can do this. We still have enough fuel to do this. Just stop going everywhere. You can do it. I believe in you, probe. I believe in you. We all believe in you. Just say that you believe in him, even if you don't. He needs the encouragement. It needs the encouragement. It's not a creature. It's just a probe. Oh, it's not going to make it. It's not going to make it. This is unfortunate. Why do all of our probes end so terribly? No! Good God, probe, why? Why have you done this? You're going terribly out of control, probe. What is wrong with you? Oh, Lord. Oh, good God. Come on. Come on. Full thrusters. That's actually not what we should be doing in this situation, but you know. We're going to do it anyway. Okay, we are vaguely angled. Turn off the thrusters. Turn them off. Okay, we need to regain control of our vessel. Why even regain control of the vessel? Let's speed it up 4 times and watch it crash terribly into Kerbin. Goodbye, probe. We trusted you. We trusted you so much! Now, I actually think I know what we could do to fix this. I think we can fix it fairly easily. But this one's gonna have to blow up first, because I don't want to see it anymore. It's boom! Dead. Gone. Good! Abort mission. Return to the Space Center. Flight results are... It failed! Terribly, not just slightly. It really failed. We just lost a bunch of money for that. Recover. 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 But we did complete this, which is good. Yay! Close. Oh, shut up. Okay. I think we need something to allow us to actually be able to control the vessel. I don't think we can actually control it very well right now. Okay. So what we're gonna do is detach this. I'm gonna put this on, a small incline wheel. The incline wheel is, I guess that's not where we want to put it. Let's pull this off and put this right here. There we go. So the small incline wheel pretty much allows us to generate pitch, torque, and roll, yaw, all that sort of stuff, which allows us to actually move around. I don't think the Sputnik has much, if any, of that control. Let's see. Nah, it doesn't have any of it. We were relying completely on the fins, but now that we have that thing on there, it should have a bit better of an ability to pitch, torque, and roll. It's got the same stats as our Mark 1 command pod, so this should go much better than it did last time, okay? The True Probe Launcher of Majesty Mark II! Enter! Haha, this time it's actually the Mark II. That's the first time that's happened. Shut up, completed contract! Get out of here! Be gone! Very good. Relaunch time. Let's go. Okay, people. I swear to goodness this probe is actually going into space and it's going into orbit and it's going to stay there. I swear to goodness. 3, 2, 1. Get out of here! Don't want to see you anymore, probe. You're disgusting. Putrid. Disgusting. Okay. We are flying true to our nature, directly upwards into the sky. At some point we will start to dip and dive and die, which is unfortunate. We don't want to dip and dive or die. All of that is really bad. But it'll have to happen because we can't actually stop it. It's quite unfortunate. Oh, we are definitely dipping and diving right now. Come on. Regain control, vessel. Stop spinning. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Release. Fire off the solid fuel booster. How are you losing control so terribly? Regain control, you fool. Understand that that's not the thing that you should be doing. Okay. We've got pretty good control. We're going to try to angle it to a 45-degree angle before the solid fuel booster goes out. This will make it easier to get into an orbit. Otherwise, afterwards, that will be the proper term. Not otherwise, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, we are now angling at a 45-degree angle to the ground. We should begin moving to a 90-degree angle. Okay, solid fuel booster's gone. Release it. Let's check the orbit map. Okay, we're in an interesting situation. Let's go back to staging. So what we want to do is probably fire down like this. Okay, let's go to the orbit map. Wait, we need to fire off the throttle, go to the orbit map. That is expanding the orbit. Let's see how we're doing. Okay. Okay. Good God. It's going well. Come on, people. Do your jobs, people. Glorious. Glorious. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's a bit of a weird one, but we have succeeded. We have succeeded. What is that at? 78,000 meters? I think that is outside of atmospheric drift thing. I don't think it's going to slow us down at 78,000 meters. Peeps! Guess what? Eject that thing. Look at this guy. Extend. We're in space. We're in space. And guess what? Even better, it's never going to leave. That's the ideal thing. This probe will remain here in space forever. Oh my lord, look at how tiny it is in comparison to the disgustingly large galaxy around it. Look, we've zoomed out as far as we can. We can't even see it anymore. It no longer exists. Where did you go, luxury probe? Where did you go? I don't even know. He's right there. Look at him. It's brilliant. Anyway, let's stop pawing over the probe. Is there anything we can do from here? Nope, nothing of interest. Let us log some temperatures. Not terribly interesting. Let us... I guess that's off. Let us do some goo experimentation. The goo seems to have clumped into a sphere. It appears to have become brittle. Reset the experiment, you fools. Okay. Let's test to ensure that it is actually in a stable orbit. We are going to speed up time. Watch it spin in its circle. Look at it go. It does go quite a ways away from the planet. Probably because I'm not very good at making nice looking orbits. But that's okay. It's in orbit regardless. We have put something into orbit that is intended to remain in orbit. Let's actually slow it down and see what it looks like from here. Look at you. Where is Kerbin? There it is. Look how far away it is. You little probe. I know there's nobody on board you, and you're like, I don't even care. I'm a robot. Why are you talking to me like this? This doesn't make any sense. But probe, you are a very important part of our entire thing. You're very important. You are the first man-made, well, Kerbal-made structure to remain in space forever, more or less. That's brilliant. Okay, let's continue to watch it. Make sure there's no orbital erosion that occurs at the periapsis. I don't think so. That's 78,699. Let's have it do another spin and see. See, there is something called atmospheric drag that could be an issue. That once we get within atmosphere, it, pretty much it would hit the atmosphere and slow down. But it doesn't look like it's slowing down at all. Nice. Nice. We've done it. People, we did it! The probe is in space and it's not going to fall back to Kerbin anytime soon. It will fall back to Kerbin eventually, I think. Oh. Sputnik appears to have run out of charge. So is the battery pack. Well, the probe is dead now. It's actually dead. It's out of power. How did that happen? Anyway, it still looks cool, doesn't it? That's why we need solar panels, people, so that this doesn't happen. We don't have dead probes. Anyway, to the Space Center! We have succeeded in our job. It only took destroying an entire rocket to do it. Recover. 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 Let's go to the Space Center. You know how I said the Space Center was really dull before? Well, look! It's not dull anymore. Look at it! It's got a little probe on it! And soon enough... Oh, it's also got a piece of space debris on it. Let's look at the space debris. Look at it flying around. It's on pretty much the same course as the true probe launcher of Majesty Mark II because it's the liquid fuel booster from it. So, you know, it's vaguely in the same space. Unknown? What does that even mean? Anyway, so soon enough we shall have probes dotting literally every part of this entire solar system. We're going to have to send a probe out to Duna. We're going to have to send one out to Eve. But for now, we really don't have any science to create the things that we need to actually send them out there. Which is unfortunate. Let's actually check this out and see. That's the wrong building. The administration building. It concerns me, but it's okay. What do we got? Takes 5%, yields 1 science for each income. I don't want that. Unpaid research program. Takes 5% of reputation gains. Yields 1 science for each 2.556 reputation. How much reputation do I have? Yields 1 on each. Should we do this? I want science. What's this one? Oh, that's cell science. I don't want that. Let's accept that strategy. Are you sure you want to activate this strategy? It can't be modified once activated. I accept that I want to do that. Takes 25% of reputation gains. Yields 1 science for each 2.436 reputation. Okay. Interesting. Well, we've done that. And that will probably help us in the future. So that strategy is active and it's doing something. I'm not even sure what. So yeah. That brings us to the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, we're going to send more people into space. Maybe we'll try to launch people all the way out to the moon and back. Who knows? We're probably not going to land there because I don't think we have any landing struts or anything. But we're going to do something. It's going to be amazing. Trust me. So until then, thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.